I've had some friends of mine say, Joe, you're always sharing information about the market in South Tampa. How about the rest of the area? So that's what I'm talking about today. Stick around. Hi, welcome back. My name's Joe Brown, and I'm a realtor with Century 21 List with Beggins, which is located in South Tampa. Thank you so much for being here with me today. As I said in the intro, every month I give updates on the real estate market, and I focus on the 5 zip codes of South Tampa. But I have had people ask me, well, Joe, how about the rest of the county? So today I'm going to focus on Hillsborough County. Now, just realize the county is large and there are very many different micro markets, right? So let me explain that. I talk about the real estate market, right? Every month I do a real estate market update. However, there's really not a real estate market. There are micro markets. For example, in South Tampa, Palmacia is a micro market, and Ballast Point is a micro market. Bayshore Beautiful, and you have Port Tampa. These are all micro markets, and they vary. So Palmacia may be very robust, but Port Tampa could be very slow, right? However, in general. So just keep that in mind when I shared this information about Hillsborough County. If you're interested, reach out to me and we can drill down to a specific neighborhood, right? So, and if you've been with me before, you know I put up a different graph. I'm going to do things different today and give a 6-month recap of a lot of the data elements. And I want to give that 6 months because there's really some concerning trends, concerning to me as a realtor, but should be concerning to you if you are buying or selling. So first thing I want to look at in the graph is active listings. Well, before I put that up, let's just talk about the law of supply and demand, right? Because that's what's really driving the market right now, supply and demand. So what is that law? The higher the supply and the lower the demand, the lower the prices will be. The reverse is also true. If there's very low supply and high demand, prices are going to rise. And so if the supply and demand are equal, then we think prices will stabilize. So with that being said, let me put up this first chart, which is active listings, and this is just residential. So residential, single-family homes, condos, townhomes, manufactured homes, right? So what trend do you see? 5 months in a row, the active listings, the inventory has come down. That's concerning. Lower supply, and there's still higher demand. We'll talk about that. Prices are going to keep increasing, are going to keep elevated. But this is also concerning because several weeks ago, I did a video on population growth in Tampa. And in fact, I'll put a link to it here. But Hillsborough County is growing 45,000 people a year. That's just Hillsborough County. And so if you break that down by month, we're 3,800, 3,900 people per month moving to Hillsborough County. Well, we don't even have that many homes on the market right now, right? And I'm not sure about apartment inventory. So housing is really a critical issue to maintain the growth that the businesses need, right? So active inventory is down. But how about this? People listing their homes for sale. So this is an indication of people's willingness to sell. And it may be for jobs, maybe because they want to take equity out of their house. Maybe they're tired of living in this area and moving away. Variety of reasons. I actually did a video on why you sell your house. But take a look at active listings. Yeah, you see it's all over the place. However, it's still pretty consistent, about 2,000 homes per month in Hillsborough County. And so these are listings each month. So we average about 2,000 homes per month. But what does that tell you? Go back to the first graph. Inventory is going down. However, the number of people listing their home is staying even. So what does that tell you about sales? We'll talk about sales in just a second. Because what I want to show you is once you put a house on the market, how fast is it before it sells, right? So look at this chart. You see a couple months ago, we went up to, what was it, over 30 days. But we've come back down and we're now close to 20 days, 21 days. The video I did for South Tampa, we were at 12 days. But still, within 1 month, the median, right, which is halfway, median home sells within 20 days, three weeks, under a month. That is still very fast. But let's look at, now, why does it sell fast? Because the demand is there. People want homes that are priced right. Yeah, if they're a quality home in good condition, priced right, people will buy it. Homes will sit on the market if the condition is bad or it's overpriced. So now let's take a look at sales. You see what's going on here? So around the holidays, we expect sales to drop off. So December, January, as people are just coming out of the holidays. But look at the last couple months, March and April. We're close to 2,000 homes per month selling. So again, when I talk about there is demand for homes, this shows that demand, right? So remember that very first graph, number of homes on inventory are going down. Number of people listing homes is about the same, right? 2,000. And all those homes for sale are selling, right? Almost 2,000 homes per month are selling. So the demand is out there. Again, as I said, for homes in good condition, right location, priced right. Now, let's take a look at the median sales price, because the assumption is mortgage rates have gone up. So home prices are going to have to come down. In fact, some of you may remember some of the headlines. The housing market's going to crash. Home prices are going to come down. We've had 11 straight rate hike increases from the Fed. We've also seen the supply come down, again, law of supply and demand. So what do you think's happened to the median sales price? Has it gone up? Has it gone down? Well, here's the 6-month view. Yeah, from October to April, it stayed the same. $385,000 is the median price in Hillsborough County. So, yeah, it came down a little bit, but then it came back up to $385,000. Again, that is because of supply and demand. The demand for homes is out there. Lack of supply, people are willing to pay that higher price, even though mortgage rates are higher. And I'll talk about mortgage rates. The new rate came out yesterday afternoon. Came down slightly, so it's a 6.35. And time will tell what's going to happen to mortgage rates. Again, follow the 10-year Treasury. Whatever the 10-year Treasury do, mortgage rates are going to follow. Here's another interesting statistic I like sharing, and it's the ratio between what a house sells for as to what it's originally priced at. But because if the thinking is home prices are going to crash, then people may ask $500,000 for their home and only get $400,000 for it. That's 80%. But what do we see here? Yeah, we see that uptick, and on average, people are getting about 98% of list price. So what that means for you as a buyer is if you see a house listed at, let's say, $400,000, you're going to have to get to $385,000 or even a little bit higher to get to that 98%. I think part of that is agents are doing a better job convincing their sellers what they should price the home at. We went through a period where somebody would put their home on the market for $500,000 and somebody would pay $560,000 for it. And so as agents, we really didn't know what the market was going to support. But with interest rates and things calming down a little bit, homes are being priced more appropriately now. And so we see that uptick in the ratio. Last thing I want to show you, and again, this goes to the law of supply and demand, is months of inventory on the market. So I put it this way. If I have 20 pairs of sunglasses and I sell 5 pairs of sunglasses a month, I have 4 months supply of sunglasses. Well, what does that look like for homes? Yeah, you see we're dropping. Again, active listings has dropped. Buyer demand is staying steady. And so we have fewer supply of inventory, which is going to keep home prices elevated, which is going to keep buyer demand elevated. And that is good for sellers, right? If you're selling your home and it's priced right and in good condition, you can expect to sell your home fairly quickly. Again, it could be 20 days, it could be 40 days. That's still quick. So I hope you enjoyed this recap of Hillsborough County. Again, if you have specific areas you want to talk about, whether it's the Seffner area or Town and Country, Belmont Heights, whatever, reach out to me and we can dig a little bit deeper into that micro market. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Go to my website, joebrownc21.com. You can search for homes on the search bar, put your neighborhood, and it will bring up the listings, and you can even filter to show what's pending or even what's sold in your market. And so you can do some of that research yourself. Thank you for being here with me today. Bye-bye.